expedite. The pre-workout is designed to really help you get through those moments where you feel a little fatigued. Sometimes your body does get a little tired, gets a little sore. With this kind of stuff, it picks you right back up.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Marcos Villegas. This is Fight Up TV, and I'm being joined with Hector Tanajara, 19-0 prospect who returns to the ring coming up Friday, July 24th on Dazn in a co-main event against Mercito Gesta on this card that's going to be happening from the Fantasy Springs with your stablemate, Virgil Ortiz, in the main event against Samuel Vargas. Hector Tanajara, 2 weeks away, man. What's left in camp?
Not much left in camp, just finishing up these last 2 weeks, last couple of sparring sessions. But other than that, we're already ready to fight right now.
How do you feel about this fight coming up? I know it's under a lot different circumstances than a normal fight, man. What's going on through your head?
It's different, but I'm just happy to be opening up the first show for Golden Boy at Dazn. So real honored to be doing that, to get back in the ring, Also, fighting an opponent like Mercito Gesta, who's a veteran, who's been in there with some big guys. So just real motivated and focused to get this win. I've talked to Joshua Franco, who's fought in this atmosphere already, and he told me how it is. Said it's like sparring. So just ready and focused. I think it's gonna be to my benefit, more relaxed in the ring and all around.
What did, outside of Josh telling you it's like sparring, was there anything else that he said that kind of stuck with you or that you were surprised about?
Just that he told me that he was really focused. All you have there is your corner, so that's all you're listening to. He said he said it was like sparring. That's really it. He said he was real comfortable, and just all the work we put in, he said felt like he could have kept going more rounds. So I'm just real happy and to show a different me this fight.
Now, usually when you go into a fight in fight week, are you usually just kicking it in your room and not going anywhere, or is that going to be a little different thing because they're going to have you like quarantined in your room like for the whole time?
I'm always doing the same thing. I just chill in my room, watch movies and stuff, try to relax, recover from all the hard work in camp. The last 2 weeks, especially, you just want to chill and let your body rest to perform good on fight night.
Have they told you like how many people you're allowed to bring like as part of the team? Is it like what we've been seeing in Vegas, or is it a little bit different?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's gonna be like it is in Vegas. Not too many people, especially with this second wave. It's getting more crazy out there. So I'm sure it'll be the same. Limited amount of people.
Yeah, they just shut everything down over here. You guys aren't in danger, right, of losing the fight?
No, we're not in danger.
Okay.
We're not in
Okay,
danger,
good.
but,
Yeah.
everything is shutting down.
Yeah, okay, that's good. As long as your fight is keeping going, because I would have think the moment I would have heard that, I would have like been on the phone with like Golden Boy, be like, "Yo, like you guys aren't canceling my fight, right?"
Yeah, for sure. I would, if that was the case, we would have been making everything possible to still fight. So, thank God we're not in that case, and we're still able to fight.
Well, at least, with that, you guys don't have to worry about like someone from the team like wandering off and going on to the casino and looking at viejas and all that stuff. Because that's what happened to the guy on Top Rank, his Vargas.
Pedraza.
Or Pedraza, yeah. And I'm not saying his dad went to go like look at chicks or whatever, but his dad left the bubble.
Just by getting out there, you're exposed. So anything can happen. We've already seen that.
But I don't blame the guy. I'm not saying it's not out of the realm of possibility that he wanted to get out and look at some chicks. It's we're all gonna want to do that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, at that point, you're really close to the fight, so you got to do anything not to risk not being able to fight.
Yeah, you got to tell Pita and Robert they got to chill.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kidding. You're fighting Gesta, man. Gesta has a lot of experience. 30, like over 35 fights, I believe. You're 19-0. You're undefeated. when you look at him and the style that he brings, like what type of fight are you expecting from him?
I'm expecting him to put a lot of pressure. Use his uh, his experience in the ring. Try to take me to later round. Use all the experience, his little tricks, just all the tools he has. But I expect myself, to show the fans and everything, what I've been working on, how much stronger I've been, more conditioned, everything. So I'm real excited for this fight, and I think it's gonna be a fireworks fight. Me and him, our styles make for a great fight.
How hard is this fight? Like when you look at it, like if you were to put like on a scale of like 1 to 10, or just really gauge like how tough of a fight you think this is going to be, just because of what he brings to the table, like how would you say?
I would say it's up there. One of my toughest fights. He's been in there with Linares, fought for the world title. He's been in there with some tough guys, and I know he's gonna bring it. So I expect it to be hard. I don't expect it to be a walk in the park at all. So we're just ready, ready to go July 24th.
With everything that's going on, like how has it been being like a professional fighter and having to train uh, during this time with, a lot of stuff shut down and not having open access to everything?
I think for us, it hasn't really changed. We stay here in the camp house where Robert has a gym and basically in the backyard. So we usually don't go anywhere anyways. We've been doing all our conditioning here too as well. So nothing really has changed. Everything's been the same. So nothing much has changed.
Has anything changed like inside the gym? Is it like less people, or has anything like that changed also?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's less people. Everyone's wearing their mask. Everything's being sanitized. We have to be more careful, wash our hands. Sanitize everything. So everything's a little more different. You just gotta be cautious of everything.
Dang, and you're in a camp house too with people. I don't know. I'd be a little. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be a little paranoid or something like that. Like just stay in my room, or like, bro, you didn't wash your hands. Like what the hell?
Yeah. We're all in the same boat. So I think we're all being cautious and making sure everything we're doing the right things to not be exposed or not risk losing our fight.
How is the camp house? Who's in there like with you?
Me, Virgil. There's another fighter, Jackson Marinez, a few coaches, and Biggie Rodriguez. Hector Valdez is also here. So it's a few of us.
Hey, it's like, how is that? I imagine it's like a fighter fraternity house.
Yeah, it is. I feel like we're all basically a big family. We see each other. We live together. So everything's cool. Like you said, like a big fraternity. Everyone gets along. Everyone's chill. So at the end of the day, we're here to do our job. So it's chill. It's cool.
I would imagine it would make the time pass a little bit quicker too, because you guys all get to watch TV together or like eat together, do things like that, huh?
Yeah, for sure. We all usually all eat together. We have the game here, so sometimes we'll play with each other, watch TV, movies together, and stuff like that. So it does help the time pass.
Now, when all this was happening, were you always in California, or you came from San Antonio as soon as the fight got announced to Riverside?
Actually, I had been here I've been here almost 3 months. I was supposed to. Well, I had got the call that they were trying to make the fight with Ryan Garcia, so I had been get ready for that for July 4th. So I had been here already, probably close to 2 months before that. So I've been here for a while, but I just been staying ready. And now
Yeah,
we got this fight, so I'm ready.
it's been a long camp then, a long time.
Yeah, for sure. It's been one of my longest camps, so I got no choice but to be in the best shape I've ever been.
So you must be relieved finally that you get a fight. You get a break after this.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just ready to fight already. It's been a long camp and been probably my best camp so far. Also, so just ready to fight and show how great of a camp I've had.
How close was that fight to being made between you and Ryan? Because I know I read a few things that you were like a candidate. It was you and Gesta, and then it went to Linares, and then like a bunch of other people.
I'm
So
sure. I'm sure it was a pretty close already. They had offered it to us. We said yes. Robert told them we said yes. I think they're already talking about money and stuff too, negotiating, and he just said no. So it was pretty close to being done. but obviously he said no, so it didn't happen.
Did you ever hear why they said no to the fight?
No, I didn't hear why. No, I didn't.
And no one ever
But I
told you
was
anything?
just no one said nothing. Not sure what happened, but we just stayed ready on over here on this side, and just we were just ready for any call at that moment.
Man, that would have been a good fight too. That would have been a really, really good fight between you and him.
Yeah, for
I would
sure.
have liked. I would have liked to seen it. That's a bum. Maybe in the future still, because you're still young, 19-0. He's undefeated as well.
Yeah,
But man, I would have liked to have seen that fight. That's a good contrast in styles there between you and him.
yeah, definitely. I think it would make for a great fight, and hopefully it happens in the future.
What do you make of everything that's going on right now surrounding him and the Linares fight not happening, and then now Luke Campbell, and then with you and Gesta and everything? Like, what do you make of everything that's happened?
Um, I don't really pay much attention, really, honestly. So I just listen to what Robert tells me. Whenever tells me I got to fight, you got to get ready for this fight. We stayed ready for whatever was coming. I've been in camp for a while, so honestly, I don't pay too much attention to what goes on behind, the scenes and stuff like that. I just focus on myself and what Robert has to tell me.
Yeah, that's what you should do as a fighter. Focus on getting better. You know, with you potentially fighting him, obviously you've had your eye on him for a long, long time, because I've seen the interviews with you where you called him out after the fight that you had, for a
Mhm.
fight. Do you think he would have beaten Linares, or with this Campbell fight, do you think he beats Campbell?
Um, I think so. I think so. I think he's too young. He's fast. He's a great fighter. I think just right now, how his career is going, I think he beats them.
Both of them, competitively, or is it like a back and forth like type? Is it a lot closer than like what people are saying?
I think it's a lot closer. I think it's a lot closer than what people are saying. But until those fights happen, we just gotta wait and see.
And what happens if you were to fight him? Break that down for me. Tell me. Have you played it out in your mind yet? Like how that fight like plays out?
Yeah, I played it out. I just don't want to give nothing away really, but I just think it'll be a great fight, and I just ready to prove to the world and everybody else what I got, and I think I win that fight.
um, I've seen interviews of you in the past. You're very well spoken, very quiet, not very like you don't talk shit, like to
Yeah,
generate stuff.
yeah,
You keep to
yeah.
yourself. You're humble and respectful. But I have noticed in the past a few months that you are starting to speak out a little bit more. I- Is that because you want to be now mentioned in conversation with these young guys that are coming up, or is there like other reasonings as to why?
No, yeah, exactly. I think I should be mentioned with those names. I'm undefeated, but people, I guess I'm under the radar. But I think that's what I got to do is speak up more and look for those big fights to where people can know who I am.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true as well. With 19-0, and plus you from the same area as Virgil as well. The San Antonio area has had a lot of fighters come out of there that are doing really,
Mm.
really well right now. I read something about you're ranking the lightweights, and you felt that Devin Haney was the most beatable out of all the lightweights. Do you still feel that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I feel that. He's also a great fighter, but I just think out of those fighters, he's the most beatable.
Why is that? What do you see there? Because I know a lot of people feel that he, out of everybody, like he shows a lot of like potential to be like a really big star in the future from what he's shown in fights.
Yeah, I think he does have a lot of potential. He is a great fighter, but I just think our style, specifically me and him, I think I caused a lot of problems for him, and I think I beat him also.
Yeah, you're a tall guy for the weight. I was reading like your reach is like 75 inches, which is like really, really long for a lightweight.
Yeah, I'm usually the taller guy in there, and usually have the longer reach. So I like using that to my advantage, and I think it causes a lot of problems for a lot of guys in my weight class.
No, yeah, it does. That's the other thing that I was thinking too with this Ryan and Luke Campbell fight, because Luke is like a long guy, and people are like,
And lefty.
no, yeah, and I'm like, I don't know, man. That's kind of a tricky fight.
Yeah, he's a big guy too and a lefty. So Campbell also causes a lot of problems for a lot of people.
Yeah, he did really well against Lomachenko. I was really, really surprised by how well he did against Lomachenko.
Yeah, he was a gold medalist too, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. He has a lot of experience himself, and he's a great fighter. So yeah, he did pretty good against Lomachenko.
Hey, you must be happy about that choice not going to the Olympics because they're delaying the Olympics another year. I think you made the right choice, man. You got 19 fights in.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think I made the right decision. By the time those guys turned pro, I already had more fights under my belt. So I think my career is going pretty well for the decision I made.
Yeah, that's just a bad situation for those guys to be in, man. Like, who would have thought like all this would have went down, you know? And like a lot of guys are like, man, wait another year, and then you don't even know if like they're gonna still go through with the Olympics in a year from now, too. To be honest.
Yeah, exactly. No one pictured this happening, and also I was fortunate enough to get a fight in before all this happened in January. So I just been blessed.
No, that's good. Yeah, you got paid. You know, you guys.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people have been out the ring for a long time, so I was fortunate enough to get paid and fight in January.
Yeah, you guys don't fight, you don't get paid, which sucks, you know, because imagine if you had a fight scheduled and then this all goes down and then it's like shit, like what do you do? You know,
What am
you're
I gonna
full-time
do?
fight. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You
for
know,
sure.
are you worried about that at that point? Like, I know you have this fight coming up, but you know, there's the rest of the year. Like, do you worry a little bit?
No, I'm not worried. Uh, I think the team I have, we stay ready, and Robert, is fortunate enough to get fights for us. So I'm not worried. I know Robert has everything handled.
And you don't spend your money like ridiculously crazy either, right?
Oh no, not
Or you
nah.
kind
So
of you
that's
kind of ball out a little bit once in a while.
nah. I try to be smart with my money. That's the big thing that Robert told us too. So boxing is not forever. You gotta save your money, uh, count your chips, and be smart.
No, yeah, that's true, man. I know being young, sometimes you do want to kind of ball out and buy cars and jewelry and all that. So that's nice, but just make sure you have enough in the bank to be able to support
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. I think when I first signed, at first I would try to I was dumb with my money basically, but I learned quick. Actually I didn't even know I had to pay taxes when I was 18. Like
Well,
when
of
I
course
first
you're
had to
not
pay
gonna know.
taxes, I was
No
like,
one ever tells you. That's the
no
shitty
one ever
thing.
told me that.
Yeah.
And then when I had to pay taxes, I seen how much. I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna. I gotta be smart. So that's another big thing. I try to tell young fighters that we get to, be smart with your money because it's not forever and it does go fast.
Did you spend a lot that first year?
Yeah, that first year I learned quick. Got to be smart
Yeah.
with your money.
What'd you buy?
No, I didn't buy nothing, but I think I was just busy that year, so I made
And
some
it
good
added
money,
up.
and I had to pay it back.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's what do they say? That's grown up life for you. That's they don't ever teach you about that either, you know.
Yeah, no, my parents didn't tell me nothing about that, so yeah, I was shocked when it first happened, but yeah, I learned quick.
And you're like, what the fuck? I owe how much?
Yeah, I was like, damn, they're taking that much away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that being said, man, you're at 19-0 right now. You know, obviously you're getting to a point where a title shot is getting closer and closer because of your record and the step up of opponents that you're facing. You're now facing a former world title challenger. How soon do you think that you get to that point that it's going to be a world title fight?
I think pretty soon, after this obstacle I have in front of me with Gesta, I think after I win this, it opens doors, for a lot of big fights, and hopefully after this is, when I get a shot at a title, if not a few fights from now.
Who would be the guy you think is most likely, like looking at the belt situation? Because you have Lomachenko with the franchise belt and a few of the other belts. You got Teofimo with the belt, and then you got Devin, who's the champion as well. So, in your opinion, I guess what's the fastest route to a title?
I'm not sure. I think how Golden Boy has been working with a lot of people recently, so I think a few of those fights are actually, any of those fights after this are probably likely, easy to make, likely to happen too.
I think Haney would probably be the easiest fight to make because he's
Probably
also Dazn, right? Yeah,
the zone, yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Now it so you had your eye on Haney then for a while. This is something that you think it's quite possible to happen pretty soon then.
Oh yeah, for sure. Any of those big fights, already. But like you said, the zone, he's with the zone, so I think that's another easy fight to make.
A lot of people have mixed feelings about Devin. Some people, like we discussed before, think that he's the goods. That he's the real deal. Other people feel that like, hey, he hasn't really proven anything yet. He hasn't really fought anybody yet. What's your honest opinion about those two contrasting thoughts about him?
I think he's a great fighter. His resume is a little different. He started out different. He might not have as much big fights, but probably Burgos is probably his biggest fight as well as mine. But I think he's a great fighter. He has a lot of potential also. He's a slick boxer. He's smart, and I think it'll be a great fight between me and him.
You're being modest, Hector. You're being modest.
I'm just trying to get them fights.
Do you think you worry like if you say something you won't get the fight?
No, don't worry. I mean, that's honestly I think what I believe. I think those are all those fighters. They're world champions and up there for a reason. So I mean, I'm humble. I mean, they got there for a reason. I'm just trying to get those fights myself.
Yeah, bro. Don't ever change. Don't if that's how you are, stay like that because I know, like I've seen just over the years where like fighters get frustrated that other fighters are getting success before them, and then they start developing
talking shit.
Yeah, like they develop a character that you could tell is not them, and then it becomes kind of like cringy, like in a way where like that's not really him,
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. But I think I'm always gonna be like this. I'm gonna stay the same. It's how I was raised, so I'm always gonna be like this.
So after this, you going back to Texas?
Yeah, for sure. Enjoy a little break after this fight. Just stay ready for the next one.
Yeah, man. You deserve it. You've been out here in camp for a very, very long time. Hector, man, thank you so much. Hector Tanajara fights July 24th on Dazn as Dazn comes back, returns to the Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino, is fighting Mercito Gesta and looking for a title shot in the near future. Hector, man, hey, thank you so much. It was good chatting with you.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. And have a good luck the rest of this week. And I hope you and Mercito are Rona free. No positive Rona test for you guys. All right?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No worries, man. You have a good night, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo, yes, you. Thank you so much for watching this video. And make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV. And give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.